What is up, Poke Peeps? My name is Socrates101, and today we're back with maybe my redemption, maybe where I finally get into the swing of things of GPC. I already know you just don't let's get into this. The team analysis though. I brought Megamphros and Infernape again because these things just tend to match up really well against the entire world. It's great. I brought Snorlax all 3 weeks as well, I think. So defensive Megamphros. This time I did bring Dragon Pulse instead of Focus Blast, which was great. Ended up being a lot better. So this specific EVs are because I'm playing Lorient, Luvdiscs, and they do have an Electros. So I EV'd this where I do outspeed an Electros. So I can, well, you usually you'd want the slow volt switch, but I just want damage to go off on that thing before it volt switches out, or before it, well, this is actually my check to that thing as well, as it checks Megamphros, but they don't seem to harm each other all that much. But I have healing abilities with Rest and Sleep Talk, and he usually carries AV. Well, every Electros ever is AV, unless it's like a coil set with leftovers. That's not a very good set. I tried that, not great. But this is enough to outspeed it, and I can get off some damage before it full switches back out. And I can rest up later if it actually ends up doing damage to me at all. So I brought Infernape because he had nothing, completely nothing for Infernape. The only thing it had was like Tentacruel. So that's why I have Iron Fist boosted Thunder Punch on here, because it's great. This special defensive Mana Bus with a bit of speed, because I didn't want to get speed creep, but I didn't also want to sacrifice a lot of bulk, so I just put 20 on there, just randomly. Foul Play, Defog, Roost, and U-turn just to keep momentum, because I needed as many switch-ins to Infernape as I could possibly get, because it just put dents throughout his entire team, and Tentacruel didn't like switching on a Thunder Punch. AV Snorlax, and this turned out to be like the standard set on in UU right now, where it's just max defense, max attack, because it already has outrageous HP stat with a base 160, 461 HP uninvested, and then like 4 speed F. But yeah, it's basically max attack. It's an assault vest, so it's bulky on both ends, and I can try and kill stuff with it. Then there's Yoshi Berry Landorus, basically just to reinsure that I do get up rocks, because nothing can really take it out in one hit apart from with an ice move. So I really wanted rocks. I also kind of want spikes. I brought Hazard Stock for the first time. Turns out this thing has Poison Point. I don't think it actually had that throughout the battle. I'm not sure. We'll see as we go. So this is a team matchup. He has a Scissor, he has an Electros, he has the Tentacruel, which was expected because otherwise he had nothing for Infernape, because look at his team. Flare Blitz, Close Combat or Flare Blitz, Thunder Punch, Close Combat, Flare Blitz, and then Flare Blitz, really? I mean, I can U-turn out on it first turn, and then I can probably kill it afterwards with the Flare Blitz. But we just go, and he for Shoddy, because Shoddy idolizes Mesprit. But he obtains my my assault vest, which isn't great, but I just go for a return right here. That does solid 50%, so that's where max attack actually ends up coming in. But I go to Ampharos, he U-turns, and static gets activated, so that's pretty cool. Judging from the damage, he's probably like very offensive. So I go into Snorlax because that's kind of my answer to Nidoking, and he just reveals superpower right here, but I'm max defense, bold. So I can take that and kill you with a return, since you're at -1 and I'm max attack. So Snorlax actually kills Nidoking, so that's pretty damn good. But now I'm Choice Scarf logged into that, so he's gonna go into his Yanis or his Mega Scissor, and I get some Rakiyama damage on it, as you can see. Well, I do a Foul Play, so I just went into that in case he wanted to go for Sword Dance. But he goes in a Nidhogg. I figured, you know what, I outspeed you with Mandibuzz, or otherwise you're like max speed jolly. Wouldn't make an awful lot of sense. But he goes Freedom Power, he crits me. That actually mattered, but this thing was faster, so it could 2-hit KO me regardless. So I go into Megamphros right here, and I do outspeed him, especially before I Mega Evolve, by the way. But so I go for Dragon Pulse. I get a lucky crit because I'm lucky and bad sometimes. Last week I wasn't. So, but he goes into the blob, and I just go for a Volt Switch. I just go into Landorus there, and he goes for, I think it's an ice. No, he throws up a Wish right here. Wish right now. But I get at my Stall Frogs right here, just to weaken him. But he goes for Ice Beam, and that is a solid 40%. So without a Yacha Bear, it would have been like 80. But here I'm forced to U-turn, because I can't really do anything, but now I can just go into my Infernape, because this basically reveals that he doesn't really have anything to hit me with. He goes for Heal Bell right here. It's probably Wish Protect, Heal Bell, and then Ice Beam. Which isn't great. Yeah, he showed everything right now. So I go for Thunder Punch, predicting the Tentacruel right here. But now he's not sure what to do, so he just sacks his Electros, because he doesn't know whether I'm mixed or not. But I figure maybe he wants to stay in. Because at the time, I didn't realize that he has shown all 4 of his moves already, like Wish, Protect, Heal Bell, and Ice Beam. I just didn't see it. But here I just go for a Close Combat, because Infernape's great, and now he goes into Tentacruel, which means I can U-turn out. But people run weird sets in this kind of thing, so I figured, you know what if this thing turns out to be like Choice Scarf or something? That would be the weirdest stuff ever, but I've actually seen it in the GBA D-League. Because it boned McCaddy. McCaddy's a friend of mine, and he was very cut with his pants down due to Choice Scarf Tentacruel, which makes a lot of sense because it has 100 base speed. But this allows me to go into Ampharos, Volt Switch out, and now he's trapped in a cycle where he can't risk switching his Tentacruel right in here, because I could very well T-Punch. So he's kind of forced to stay in. I just don't feel like predicting. I just click Close Combat. Here goes into Mess Prep. I figure, you know what, I forgot that he got rid of the Choice Scarf. But yeah, so this thing doesn't do anything. I mean, his Ice Beam doesn't do anything. I can just roost off on this, but I didn't feel like it anymore, because this game was in a bag anyway, because the only thing I have to do right now is just go into Mega Ampharos, Volt Switch on whatever, and then clean up with Infernape. The combo of Ampharos and Infernape just clean up right here. You're gonna go into Yanis. That ends up speeding me, and he goes for a U-turn. I mean, that's fine. So I just clicked Volt Switch right here. I'm not sure what he wanted to do with that guy, but I figure, you know, Infernape can take any one hit anyway. But I Volt Switch. Kraken is at the point where a Thunder Punch will definitely take it out. He's already revealed his item, I'm not sure. But I lost 5-0 last week, and I win 5-0 this week, which is pretty great. Because Infernape is an absolute monster right now, so I just go for a Flare Blitz right here, because that just bounced the remainder of his team, which is only Mega Scissor. Squat weak to it, so he didn't even bother to just go for a Bullet Punch right there. But that's gonna be it for this week. I hope you guys enjoyed. I redeemed myself, choking one game, losing 5-0 by getting demolished, by not preparing and just playing terribly. Last week I not only prepared bad, but I also played really bad. It's a combination of a lot of things. So this week I went out. I was like, okay, I'm not gonna go down 0-3, because that makes no sense and it will make me cry. And we came out. We played our best, and we showed Lorient Luvdiscs that we are dominant, that we can be dominant. Hopefully we can get the good line, keep this going, keep the pace going, just gain a lot of momentum from this, and just go on next week, which will probably be uploaded tomorrow, because I've not uploaded a GPC video in 3 weeks, so I owe you 3 videos. So yeah, that's gonna be it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you next one. Bye bye.